Hello, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the Friday update 0.6.18. Let's get started. Alright, so let's go through the fixes really fast.
Fix small window components having some incorrect missing placement surfaces. Fix trailing spaces are stripped from save file names. Fix clutch transmission being dependent on electrical charge. Fixed clock hands not rendering when flipped. Wind sensor has correct rendering in logic mode. Wheels and spotlight can no longer turn infinitely beyond their range of motion. Fix paint buttons in vehicle editor not always correctly showing the current selected paint mode. Fix crash when removing a mission that is still spawning. Fixed occasional crash when some objects are removed from the world. Fix crash when grouping components by name in inventory with a non-default language selected. Multiple minor text spelling corrections. Fix workshop upload screen not being localized when using non-default language. Measurement labels show when erasing components in the vehicle editor. Improve some train line segments tile boundaries to be less wonky. Fix logic nodes on microcontrollers not rendering when copied with selection grid. Fixed flare lights not disappearing when despawning a mission. Fixed electric links not being removed when deleting electric cable component.
Alright, well that was interesting. There's a lot of fixes, minor things, mostly editor things, but let's move on to what we got new. Now it's time to look at 2 of the 3 new features that were added. The third one was added crew oil purchases to the locations in the Arctic. So I'm not going to show you that, but what I am going to show you is the new player sensor and the new occupied logic. Check this out. So we're going to come over here. We got a few friends over here to help us. And I'm going to go ahead and go over to the seats first and show you this. So all the seats now have an extra node where you can connect it to a light or logic and do an on switch. So when anybody gets in this, whether it be a NPC like this fella, boop, or me, boop, look, it's on. It will turn on the signal and you can go ahead and do some cool stuff. So you could do like wraparound instrument panels. So when you jump in your seat, it's like a sci-fi thing where the instrument panels all come down automatically and, you know, surround your character and the monitors come on, you know, just like, I don't know, Star Citizen type stuff. So very cool. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these guys in here just so you can see that if I put these guys in the seats, things light up. I know. Very simple things here, but very cool. So we're going to get all of these guys in their seats. And you'll see that all of the seats have this new logic. So very cool. And I love it. So what we can do now is show you, let's take this guy and let's show you the new sensor, which is the player sensor. Now the player sensor can do all people, only NPCs, or only the player character. So right now this one is set to, let's put you down here. This one is now set to anyone. So if I go in the circle here, which is marked by the yellow, or he goes into the circle, the light will turn on. And it's set to the maximum radius, which is 10 meters, which is 40 blocks. So if I walk within this yellow circle that we can't see, we can go ahead and boom, the light turns on. And same with him coming in here with me. So you'll see it also shows you how many people are here. So 2. So what you could do is you could even set this up. So in order to open a door or, you know, open a gate, there has to be 4 people present or 4 NPCs present or whatever to open that door or open that gate or start that ship up, whatever the case may be. So you can actually use that number to do some creative things, maybe some puzzles or something. Okay, the next thing is, and I couldn't get this to work, but this is set to the minimum, which is 0.25, which is like 1 block, right? So if I try to jump on this thing, I could not get it to work. So I'm not sure if the minimum is actually working or I'm doing something wrong, but that does not work. But the next thing you can do is, I think, a 0.50 and a 0.75. Whoa, I'm stuck here. And what I did is a 1 meter radius, and this one does work. So you'll see, it turns right on. All right, so now we're going to look at a cool thing you can do with the settings on the sensor. So over here, all of these are set to detect any character, NPC or player character. But if I come over here and bring my buddy, you can see that the light is on. I'm going to tell him to stay here. I'm going to walk away, and you're going to see that the light goes off. You can also see that it says 0 characters are in the area. But if I walk in, boom, there's 1 person here, even though there's 2. Now if we go to the other one, which is set to NPC character, I'll drop him there. You can see it says 1 person, and if I walk away, it stays on. So these are settings you can do where you can say all characters, only NPC characters, or only player characters. All right, I think that is it. There's going to be some creative stuff coming out. I know White Noise is going to do something crazy probably with cockpits, and Murtak, and a couple of those other guys that are awesome with the whole logic thing. So I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye, but let's do it in the dark. All right, well, that's it for today. Can't wait to see what people do with the new sensor and the new occupied seat. And I guess we'll just go ahead and do a dramatic glow by. Let's do it!